Hello everyone, and welcome to more Endwalker, where things are going terribly wrong, and I am in a panic. So, something bad just happened to Meteion. I have no idea what, but it did not seem good. There was a lot of hate, according to her. Calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of Meteion's presence. There's a red shark thing over there, but you fail to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. Alrighty. Well, she's somewhere in this red circular area, so here's Hythlodeus. If I cannot perceive her aether, what else have I to offer but my rousing support? Ah, Hermes truly is a master of his craft. Truth. Ow. I don't think... I'm not seeing any sparkles down there. I am seeing a Medusa, but I'm not seeing any sparkles down there. Might just be that I'm too far away, though. So I'm going to continue looking up here just in case. Can't imagine she went into the garden. But there are some sparkles over here by Venet. I've strained my senses to their limits, but found nothing. You must calm your mind that you might hear it, that you might feel her silent voice. Where were the sparkles? Here they are. Suspicious disturbance. Always by these lotuses. Calm your mind, your senses questing for any hint of her presence. But you fail to hear her voice. She must be elsewhere. Oh boy. I really do hope I have the time to record this. It is about, what, 4:18 right now? If I go for an hour, it'll be somewhere around 5:30, which should be okay, but it is really pushing it. It seeps into my mind. Her voice is reporting. No, Hermes mustn't hear them. I have to run, to hide. Meteion's anguished voice grows distant as the source seems to flee down the slope. Okay, she is down here. I don't think I would have been able to do anything if I had gone straight down here, though, but it does tell me that she is down here in this area. They were traveling to another star, though, and I have the feeling that when the Metea got there, something bad happened. The denizens were not pleased. Trying to catch even the faintest whisper, but failed to hear Meteion's voice. I'm assuming that they have probably attacked her. You know, the Metea or whatever. Whatever, you know, she found. You know, on some alien planet that didn't understand her. You know, tried to kill her. Possibly is currently trying to kill her. That's not a good thing. This seems like a really inappropriate time to have the smiley avatar. I don't have anything else, so greetings and salutations. Meteion? Yes. Commencing report. Oh no, we can't tell them that. We must run. Run far away. Please, don't follow me. Meteion's anguished voice fades as you sense her climbing to the top of the ridge. I am surprised that there's not an ether current on this side. Like, I'm surprised that there are no other ether currents. Like, they have this whole area, so I'm kind of surprised that there was no ether current in this area or the next. Though, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Lethe is going to be an area that has to be found, or I'm still suspecting it's probably the dungeon. Like, we're going to chase Meteion over to Lethe, and then it's going to be like, we have to go into Lethe and save her, or something, is my guess. All of you know probably more than I do, which is unfortunate. I would say something like, don't spoil, but since I'm recording all of this and then it's going up, I will already know by the time this episode airs. So, because remember, I had to go back and record episode freaking 1 and so on. Because I didn't, like, start recording Endwalker until... I really don't want to be in a Fate right now, thanks. Like, I didn't start recording Endwalker until after I had finished... Oh, it's up. Okay. What's the first zone? I mean, aside from Labyrinthos, it was the other zone I did first. Thavnair. This is an exercise in futility. You have to be the one to find her. Kassandra, follow her voice. Probably not over here then. Yep, that island is outside of the map. Hey, I can see Hyperborea Cathesis a bit better. Nope, not there. Must be elsewhere. Where the frick else have I not looked? I mean, it did say up, so I'm going up, but I feel like I checked up here already. I don't see any sparklies in this section. So, unless they're by this freaking Acantha. Don't think so. Where the frick am I supposed to be going? Where the frick am I supposed to be looking? Unless it was just registering that, like, sparkly as being the up. I mean, it still claims it's up when I come down here. Does this count as up? Yeah, I guess it does, because it's no longer up. Also, freaking Acantha over here trying to eat me. Go away. It's gotta be here, though. I don't see any other sparklies. How did it come to this? Is this the reason we traveled to the stars? Why we sought out on other life forms? Is this it? Is this the answer? No, it cannot be. It cannot be. Meteion's anguished voice drifts away to the south. Hate. Anger and hate. That's what she's sensing. Or encountering, even, for all I know. Well, I mean, we are making our way in the direction of Lethe, so maybe I'm not wrong about this being the dungeon. Alright, like, the longer this quest goes, the more, like, towards Lethe we end up. So I'm really starting to suspect that it's gonna be freaking Lethe over there. That's the dungeon. Nope. It's never the first. Never the first one. Find the first sparkly, I click, and it's not that one. Never is. Discover a new location. Suspicious disturbance over here. Nope. Isopsis Euros. How about up this path? Wonder if that's Lethe over there? That doesn't really look like a dungeon, though. Compiling report for dissemination to Hermes and all peoples of Aetheris. Or Aetheris. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles on intelligent civilizations. Formulating answers to the question. Finalizing report. No, Kassandra, you mustn't listen. Gosh dang it, Metian. Freaking Kassandra, just freaking grab her and hold her. It's wrong. It's all wrong. Metian's anguished voice flees towards the lake. Well, I mean, Lethe. Any sign of Metian? She headed toward Lethe. Panicked and confused, which will make it all the more difficult to predict her movements. Hermes, what do you make of the situation? The Matea are linked to a single mind, a shared consciousness which connects them across any distance. I suspect something has happened which disrupted its usual harmony. How might we access their this shared consciousness of theirs? Much as you would approach any sentient being, directly. In the Matea's case, I mean speaking to any incarnation within physical reach. So unless we can track down the Meteon we just lost, we have no means to communicate with them. No way of knowing what befell her sisters. No way to provide directions or guidance. And we had best set our musings aside and concentrate on how we might find her. Oh, my dear Meteon, what did you witness out there that frightened you so? Why do you seek to keep it from us? How terrible could it possibly be? Follow, wander, stumble, listen. Oh boy! Hythlodaeus has a suggestion. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Meteon renders herself invisible by matching her etheric density to that of her surroundings, is she not? If so, could we not disrupt her concealment with a surfeit of ether? Watch how Emmett Selk solidified your presence when we first met you. Don't be absurd. I can hardly channel ether to a recipient whose whereabouts are hidden from me. Which is why we must all work together. Kassandra will continue the search in the same manner as before, but this time with you in tow. Once she ascertains Meteon's likely location, you proceed to reveal our wayward familiar with a swift ethereal downpour. Very clever, and thankfully she has made herself easier to capture by fleeing toward Lethe. Assuming she is made visible, it should prove no great feat to herd her into a corner. And we have our plan. Kassandra and Emmett Selk will be our tracker and trapper, respectively, while we others protect and obstruct Meteon's avenues of escape. Emmett Selk and I will keep an eye on each other's aether to help coordinate our efforts. Let us be about it. Is Emmett Selk following me now? Well, it seems we are a partner for the time being. Let us return to where we last saw Meteon and pick up the trail from there. I will keep myself in a state of preparedness, ready to rain down aether at a moment's notice, meaning it falls to you to keep the way clear. Emmett Selk is now accompanying you. Da 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 ba. Lethe. Well, this doesn't seem like a dungeon. So I don't know where the dungeon is. Like, maybe it's something up here? Maybe this is still the dungeon? Calm your mind. Like, maybe this is some, like, underwater? In an external space? Nothing this way. We'll try another route then. Oh, going backwards? The freaking circle moved. Because I was like on the edge of the circle. But like the front edge. And now it's the back edge. The circle moved. Why can't I fly? Are my functions being restricted? Hide, yes. I just have to hide then, where no one can find me. Lydian's anguished voice heads toward the water's edge. She went into the lake, as if this wasn't tiresome enough. Well, at least that open expanse should make her easier to find. We won't lose her this time. Hey, there's a speech spot up here, though. Stop and talk to Emmett Selk. Discuss the water's edge. I should be able to reach the bottom of this drop by climbing down the rocks at the water's edge. Do not even think of dragging me over the falls. Final days or no, if I end up drenched from head to toe, I swear I will feed you to a remora. So, jump then. Just jump right on in. So, what I do recall about the River of Lethe from Greek mythology is that it's supposed to be like the purest lake, or purest river. Or maybe it is a lake. Because I know there's the river Styx. I don't remember if Lethe is a lake or a river. But, like, it's supposed to be, like, the purest, like, river in all of existence. That's what I know, but I don't know much else than that. But it's supposed to have, like, healing properties, I think, so. Not here. I'm not here, please. She's over there. By the rock, is she? Very well. What? Why can't I hide? There's no need to run, Metian. Kassandra, what are you saying? Everything is so faint. I'm sorry. I'm not strong enough. Stay away. I'm begging you. Don't make me say it. It will break him. His poor, fragile heart. Now we have a chance. Once the others are in position, the two of us can herd her into their midst. Alright, well, she went over that way. There is another talk spot. So even if I find what I'm looking for first, I'm probably going to interact with that. There's a fate over there I will avoid. Because I have no interest in fighting those snakes right now. Remora! I still find it funny that all of the fish enemies can technically just fly in this game. But yeah, even if I find some sparklies, I think I'm gonna run to this, like, talk spot before I do those. Before I, like, interact with any sparklies. Just because I want to see what the talk is. And I have the feeling that if I interact with the sparklies, I won't get the chance. Discuss the Naeus. Is this Naeus not in use? Seems to have been left to the mercy of the elements. Either way, it bears no trace of Meteion's essence. We move on. I wonder if this Naeus... Yeah, I mean, it's like not functioning, you can see. But yeah, I wonder if this Naeus then is going to be the dungeon. Like, that Naeus is going to take us to, like, that, like, the island that was over there. That one. I'm going to bet that's the dungeon. Since it clearly seems like this is not. I'm going to bet that's the dungeon over there. And maybe this Naeus will take us to it. Betting. Betting anything. There, I see her. Or maybe not. We're going away from the Naeus now. Oh my god. Where is the dungeon in this one? I'm actually curious. I thought, like, oh, it's definitely going to be Lethe over here. Because, you know, like, it was the place we hadn't been to yet. But we're, like, going everywhere. Like, what is left that we haven't been to that would be the dungeon? Like, the Chthonic Horn? The Chthonic Horns, maybe? Like, maybe that Naeus goes to the Chthonic Horns? And that's how we get to the dungeon? Clearly there's going to be a dungeon. This is a level 87 area. This is where the dungeon is. And somebody's going to comment and be like, oh, the dungeon is Agnor and Nissus. And then, by the way, the dungeon's Agnor and Nissus. And it's just going to be like, what? Well, I suppose nobody would need to comment that, because we'll probably find out, but it's going to be like, yes, go back to Agnor and Nissus. That's where it is. Turns out that you have to fight Meteion. Because of whatever the heck is going on, she's turned into a huge, horrible monster. And you have to fight her. And then I'm going to be like, what? I see no sparklies. Sparklies. There they are. Oh, I bet we're herding her into Lethe itself. Into the river, or into the lake itself here. I bet you that's it. It's gonna make us actually go into the lake next. There she is. Oh, what was that building? Is that going to be the dungeon? So it could be like a teleporter, and that's the dungeon. I gotta say, I do think the graphics improved. Whatever I did. Because I feel like there's more, like, quality in the image during the cutscenes than there was before. A bit, like, there's, like, depth of field and, like, blur and stuff now. So, She's gonna go up there, and then that's where the others are gonna be. There's Hermes. There's that Hythlodaeus. It's all three of them. That was Hythlodaeus, but it's all three of them. I mean, we're not exactly surrounding her, but...
自我のシャットダウン完了。共有意識への接続安定しています。
I don't like the fact that she immediately goes dark the moment that that happened. The moment that she's, you know, I guess everything did. I don't like the fact that everything just went dark immediately.
私たちの全個体が今回目的としていた星々に到着。ヘルメスより預かった問いへの回答を求め、知的生命との接触を試みました。それぞれの星における結果を以下識別番号順にお伝えします。エーナ、運命形成の痕跡あり、住居とおぼしき建造物はあるものの現存する生命はなし。ディオ、大破した建造物の残骸が点在。地表は氷に覆われ、生命は検知できず。トゥリア、都市と呼べる住居集合体が現存。知的生命は存在しないが、かつてそうであったとする思念体が残留している。テーセラ、こちらも住居とおぼしき建造物あり、現存生命はなし。疫病ないし汚染が死滅の原因と推定される。
わー。
そんな生きている者は誰もいないのか。
オクト、全土で大規模な戦闘中。住民との接触を果たすが、彼らは間もなく破壊兵器に全滅。
Oh。
エンネア、一面の砂漠。植物に類する生命も発見できず、砂の中に比較的アーテリスの人に近い形状の骨が多数存在。知的生命であったかは判断不能。
おい、ヘルメス。改めて聞くが、お前がメーティオンに託した問いは何だった？
生きる理由を、命の意味をどう考えるかと。
Death and destruction is all she found.
その問いの前提が間違っていたらどうなる？生きる理由も命の意味も生きていればこそ、それを望んでいてこそ答えられるものだ。もしメーティオンがどれだけ飛んでも生きている者がいなかったら、生きたいなどと望んでいる者が誰一人としていなかったとしたら、そいつはこの星にどんな答えを持ち帰ってくる？
メーティオン、もうおやめなさい。探索をすぐに中断して 全員帰還するのです。
デカペンで特定の個体を巫女と呼称し文化の中核としていた。しかしその巫女の暴動によって全滅。私にそれを語った巫女本人も問いを提示したところ、回答と称して自害、知的生命消失。
聞く耳を持たずか。メーティオンをアーモロートに連れて行くぞ。こいつを足がかりとして一連の個体を回収する手立てを考える必要がある。
メーティオン。
I have no words to say right now. I apologize. I'm not saying anything. I have nothing to say.
自分は君が今直面している答えを切り捨てていいのか。切り捨てられても仕方のない思いをそれでも聞いてほしいと願っていたのは、どんな答えが届いたとしても頭ごなしに否定したりしない。そう言ったのは確かに自分だった。
What?
何のつもりだ。
メーティオンはまだ連れて行かせない。彼女の報告は終わっていないのだから、全てを聞いてどうするかを決めるのはその後だ。
Oh my. So, yep. I think that determines who our villain is. It's Hermes.
大バカ者め。
Oh boy. Why, Hermes? Why could you not leave well enough alone? Will these answers assuage the pain you feel when a creature is returned to ether? Had you never cast your accursed questions at distant stars, may have one day learned to be at peace upon this one. Well, that's fun. Caging the messenger. Hythlodaeus is pondering what to do next. Dungeon time! Hermes is headed to Catesis. Considering the expansive dimensions of the place, even we may have a difficult time locating his aether. All I can say is that he entered from the rooftop, and likely arrived at the uppermost point in the facility. So, do we pursue him? Of course we pursue him. No matter what Hermes might be thinking, Metaion is a potential threat and needs to be brought under our control. The Convocation's duty to safeguard this star takes precedence over any personal stake in the matter. Venet, Kassandra? 'Tis clear we stand on a precipice, but we've yet to determine beyond a shadow of a doubt that Metaion is the hand which tips us over the edge. Nevertheless, if we are to learn the truth of the final days, we must give chase. And even if neither Hermes nor Metaion is ultimately responsible, We cannot leave them to suffer this torment alone. Agreed on all accounts. To Katissa's Hyperborea we go. Okay. Katissa's Hyperborea. Not at all what I would have expected. Would not have expected that it was this freaking place that was the dungeon. Would not have expected at all. Katissa Scholars. What have we here? Sorry, I was looking at something. Excuse me, has something happened inside Katissa's? Mistress Vinette, I'm so glad you're here. No one knows what prompted it, but the alarm was sounded, and Katissa's put into a state of alert. Procedure dictated that we evacuate immediately, and we've yet to investigate further. This is Hermes doing, obviously. And what does this state of alert entail exactly? A field of dampening magic is draped over the entire facility, usually in response to escaped entities and the like. Katissa's scholars and observers are unaffected, but everything and everyone else is weakened to a fraction of their usual capabilities. And consider us forewarned. We do, however, have urgent business with Chief Hermes, and must enter the premises regardless. That said, if Hermes is willing to enact such measures, I wonder what other obstacles he has seen fit to drop in our path. With that enfeebling spell in place, we're not like to be at our fighting best. And I was hardly an effective combatant to begin with. I have little to offer beyond my ethereal vision. And then you'll put that talent of yours to good use. You're fairly skilled at spotting weaknesses, if I recall. Fairly skilled? How you've gone and raised everyone's expectations. We need only make the most of your strengths, and I will fill in the gaps as required. I was once Azim, after all. 'Twas my job to rise to the occasion, be that as defender, aggressor, or healer. I feel better about my lack of prowess already. And you, Emet-Selk, can impress us with your arcane majesty. You lob potent spells as easily as breathing, but can you also channel that power in a protective manner if you so choose, yes? Well, yes, should the situation call for it. Excellent. That should cover us on all fronts. Nice. Okay. Your tale led us here, Kassandra, so 'tis only right that you lead us now. No matter what lies ahead, we will win. We will win through to Hermes and Meteion. And then we will face the future together. Katissa's Hyperborea is now available. Oh boy. So, what you're saying is, Venat can be anything, Hythlodaeus is a DPS, and Emet-Selk is a DPS and or healer. That's what you're saying. Yes, that is exactly what you're saying. No. Emet-Selk is the tank? That is not what I expected. I thought he was healer. Alright. Alright. So, this sucks. This sucks. I have it on good authority that after this dungeon, there is a cutscene that is 30 minutes long minimum. Assuming that this dungeon were to take 20 minutes to get through, like most dungeons when you have NPCs, that would put me at the hour mark. It would also put me dangerously close, well, not dangerously close, but it would put me close to the time when I would have to stop recording, somewhere within the 10 to 15 minute range of having to stop. Which unfortunately means that there is not half an hour to actually go through that cutscene. What it is I told somebody at one point, I'm like, yeah, I'm recording, and yada yada. And they said, well, when you get to the level 87 dungeon, just so that you know, so that you can factor it into your recording, there is a 30-minute cutscene. Minimum. And I went, okay. That's what I was checking, was that that was in fact what I had been told when I was like, sorry, I was checking something. That's what I have been told. I don't know how true it is, but in the chance that it is, I just can't record that now. The worst part is, if I had it, let's say it was like 5:30, okay? Because, you can see it's almost 5, because I have my local time right up here, for anybody who hasn't noticed. Let's say it were like 5:30. It would be an hour and a half from that point before I could record again. At 7 o'clock, I would be able to start recording again. As it's almost 5, that's 2 hours. And I don't really want to leave the episode paused for 2 hours, because I don't know how OBS is going to handle that. I don't know how my computer is going to handle that. Things like that. I know I've been making these hour-long episodes, but by the sound of it, this dungeon is an episode in length. So it might only be that we're only 45 minutes in on this episode, but I think I would rather cut it short than have something interrupt at a point when I can't pause, when I can't stop, and then I have to wait until freaking I get back here again on New Game Plus, to like be able to finish recording it again, So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna end the episode here. There is a chance that at 7 I might be able to come back and finish the episode, do another episode. You can look up there in the top right corner, LT, that number, it's right there. That will tell you whether or not I was able to come back same day or not. But yeah, I really don't have the ability to continue into the dungeon and do the thing because of the fact that people are going to be waking up, and once they start getting up, they're going to come out here, they're going to turn on the TV, they're going to watch stuff that will get DMCA'd through my microphone, and they have absolutely no care about that, about the fact that that's going to happen. So I live in a very rough situation. This is why I also can't start recording till like 1 a.m. in the morning, and then freaking whatever. Anyway, the point is, I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, and you want to see what the heck is going to happen next, feel free to subscribe. There is a playlist down below so that you can find out what the heck happens next. And also, how the heck we ended up here. Cause holy frick. I don't even know. Also, the reason I can start recording at 7 is because they'll be getting up about 5:30ish. They'll be up, and then they'll leave for work. And then at that point, I have about 2 hours before other people wake up. So in that time, I can record. If I decide to do that. I don't know if I will stay awake that long. So, but yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. I already said subscribe and playlist, but there also is a link down below to Discord and Patreon. You can come on out, hang out with us, chat, and help support the channel. I need to find a way to put that, like, how can I say support the channel and have it rhyme with that? I'll have to think about that, because I really want to do that. I really like the, you know, come on out, hang out with us, chat, and all that. But I need to say the, how to, you know, support the channel thing. Well, in either case, I will see you all next time. See you later.